Welcome back everybody. Today we're gonna have the Rune Factory 5 landed on the Nintendo Switch. A few months back our review was excited to take a look for something else, and we enjoyed many of game mechanics. So in months since our last review on the Switch, we received word a lot of things that will be done cleaning up Switch version. So I'm pleased to report that all issues that we got in our last review is fixed. So today we're gonna have the Rune 5 for a second. That's a separate review. During my time with the Rune Factory 5 on PC, I found the gameplay was smooth like a butter. Loading times are enough to be almost completely untouchable. There is no graphical hitching or sluttering, and the camera issues that we found isn't so distracting, that being completely cleaned up. Special consideration is given to ensuring that the individual PC are configured correctly. Upon loading the game each time, players are shown the interface which we can dictate their settings before the game even boosts. There are 4 preset levels, but they want to tinker can set resolution, frame rate and the VSync right out of the gate. Each of the options even has a handy dandy little display that pops up when you hover over it, showing what with different settings will look like in a practice. Handling stuff like the shadow resolution, quality and distance before even starting the game is pretty handy, and it ensures that the player get their best version of the game without a lot of futzing around. I've never seen a game go into the settings right out of the gate this way, and I really appreciate the approach. Take note the other PC games. I ever found the Rune Factory 5 to give completely fun and serviceable and try and run around town and help people while farming and exploring the mining. If you played even on these games, you know the score. The player arrives in town, usually with amnesia, and after a brief we don't trust you period wins over the populace by completing the task and making the friends. But before long, the player character has a fully day workout in front of every morning. Tend in the fields, checking with the neighbors, solve any problems that have arisen. Many a lot of dungeon diving, craft some new furniture, go fishing for a bit, hunt down or bounty or two, find a townsperson that you are interested in, spend a bit time or wooing them, expand the shops, grow the town, eventually take over and local leader. Every now and then plan a festivals for the homies. This is a sprawling game with a ton of fun stuff to do. The thing that I like about Rune Factory 5 is the super chill and way it approaches all the tasks. Many games claim to be relaxing, but the Rune Factory 5 is the first game I ever played a while is relaxed. Everyone is in town pretty mellow, and through the tasks can pile up your quest logs. There is no hurry to gunk them out. You will get them when they go them. No one ever pipes you and saying, "Hey, well, are you going to take care of the monster barn you need to build a slacker?" There is a ton to do in Rune Factory 5, and the game gently allows the player to focus on what they like. I wandered off into the wilderness for days, a long time whooping monsters and gathering loot, and no one ever blinked at my absence. Of course, leaving your crops untended for expanded period is just advisable, but if you don't care about the farming, there are other ways to ensure a steady income. A variety of crafting careers are available for those who want to pursue them that can earn the player more, can be enough to call the keep moving, rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling around. I enjoy the way that everything I did in Rune 5 led to some of advancement. There is a skill for everything. Each weapon has its own levels, each type of crafting has its own ever-growing score, various other activities, each advance individually. You even get credits for things like walking and sleeping. Heck, I even noticed that I had a score for catching, and I don't even know what is that. There is a certain addictive quality for watering plants, and watching your water skill slowly takes upward, even if you early game when you have no idea what eventual benefits you will gain. This is my first Rune Factory game, so I can't really compare it to those that came before, but I will say that there is a gently in the design for the game that makes it appropriate for the kids, but still a lot of fun of adults. I won't be perfectly comfortable setting my 9-year-old down in the front of this game, but first she would have to pry the controller from my hands. Having not paid much attention to the Rune Factory before now, I will definitely seek out earlier entries in the franchise. I've always considered this to be a niche series, but it absolutely should not be. Rune Factory 5 checks all the boxes that made genres ridiculously popular with a certain subset of the gamers. So like Elliot, I really enjoyed the content of Rune Factory 5, and unlike my partner Elliot, I'm experiencing an idea version of the game, with the backend pumping away without a hitch. If you're very interested in Rune Factory 5, then this new PC version of the game is clean and beautiful. Hop on it, catch some monsters. There is no longer any reason to wait for now. Rune Factory 5 is a very fun get to the town and do all the things game, which has been cleaned up significantly from initially release on Switch. The PC version of the game is clean and crisp, allowing players to address settings before even booting the game up. With a ton of fun activities and places to explore, Rune Factory 5 has a little something for everyone, and it's appropriate for all audiences. Farm, explore, romance, capture, monsters, every activity is gently charming. Well worth for a look of adults, but good luck keeping the kids away from it. Thank you so much. Bye.